Hello, soap fans. The Days of Our Lives writers are definitely dropping some massive hints right now about what is coming next for Joy, Alex, and Stephanie. And honestly, my head is spinning just thinking about it. Because this whole baby Kelsey situation is just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode all over the Kiriakis mansion. Joy Wesley showing up out of nowhere with a baby she claims belongs to Alex is just classic soap opera chaos. But there is so much more going on under the surface here. So let's talk about Stephanie, because Stephanie is not stupid. She has been through absolute hell lately. She was kidnapped by Owen Kent. She is dealing with severe PTSD. She even woke up groggy and fired a loaded gun at Joy recently, which was a total disaster and got Jada Hunter breathing down her neck. But that trauma and paranoia is exactly why Stephanie is not just going to sit back and let Joy ruin her marriage. Stephanie is going to fight back, and she is going to dig deep. And I really think Stephanie might try to expose Joy as a massive liar when she starts investigating this whole custody case, because something just doesn't add up. Joy left town over a year ago. She took a pregnancy test at University Hospital before she left, and it was negative. But now she is back with a baby. So Stephanie could easily find undeniable proof from a secret DNA test that Joy somehow faked the result, or that the baby isn't even Alex's at all. Stephanie would easily do a test like that behind everyone's back. She is desperate. She feels like an outsider in her own marriage right now, because Alex is just completely obsessed with little Kelsey. He is playing house with Joy, and Stephanie is suffocating. So a secret DNA test is exactly the kind of desperate move she would make to reclaim her husband and her life. But think about how crazy it would be if that moment happens. The moment Alex realizes he is not the biological father, it would be absolute insanity. And of course, it would completely break his heart, because he loves Kelsey so much already. He had this whole crisis where he thought he might never be a dad. And then Joy drops this baby in his lap. He is gushing to Justin Kiriakis about the joys of fatherhood. He is fully invested. So if Stephanie rips that away from him by exposing the truth, it is going to be devastating. But Joy is just so proud that her daughter has the Kiriakis last name, and we all know why. The Kiriakis name means power. It means legacy. And most importantly, it means millions and millions of dollars. Joy is securing a massive bag for herself by attaching this kid to Alex. The prestige of the Kiriakis family is a huge motivator for a girl who has been living in a cramped room above the Brady pub. And we really need to talk about Jeremy Horton's role in all of this, because Jeremy is the one who brought Joy to town. He called her. He picked her up from the airport. He orchestrated this whole return. And why would he do that? Because Jeremy was held captive with Stephanie by Owen Kent. They share this intense trauma bond. Jeremy wants Stephanie for himself. So he brings Joy back to blow up Stephanie's marriage to Alex. It is actually a brilliant, evil little plan. And because Jeremy brought Joy to town, he might have made some lab connections that could help her. He could have set up the fake paternity test. Every paternity test on a soap opera can be faked. It is practically a rule of daytime television. So hospital staff have done it before. They are always willing to take a bribe to change test results. University Hospital has the worst security in the world. Someone probably just slipped a lab tech some cash, or Jeremy used his connections to alter the files. So yes, it is highly likely that the test was faked. But if Stephanie's plan causes Alex to lose the daughter he has already grown to love, that could mean massive trouble for both him and Stephanie. Alex might never forgive her for shattering his illusion of fatherhood. He might blame her for digging into it, even if she is just trying to protect him. But then again, Alex deserves to know if he is really the father. He shouldn't be trapped in a lie just because it makes him happy right now. And that leads me to another wild theory. We might actually see Stephanie convince Alex to scheme right along with her. A sort of honeypot game where they pretend to break up to figure out Joy's true motives. Because right now, Joy is using Kelsey as leverage. She is manipulating Alex. She got him to pay for medical bills by faking a panic. She is trying to isolate him. So what if Alex finally wakes up and realizes what she is doing? He and Stephanie could stage a massive fake blowout fight. They could tell Joy they are getting a divorce. Because I am sure if Joy thinks Alex is single, she might admit all kinds of things to him. She would drop her guard. So they could run this honeypot scam. Alex could romance Joy a little bit, get her talking, and they could secretly record her. Joy might confess that she faked the DNA test, or that she is only after the Kiriakis' fortune, and they could take that evidence and turn around and use it against her in custody court. It would be an epic takedown. And finally, Stephanie might convince Papa Steve Johnson to use his investigative skills to help her dig up some dirt on Joy. Steve is a legendary black patch investigator. He knows how to find secrets. And we really don't know much about Joy at all. Her origin story is actually pretty dark when you think about it. She is a savior sibling. Her parents, Craig and Nancy Wesley, basically created Joy so she could donate to save her older sister, Chloe Lane's life. That is some heavy emotional baggage to carry around. And she was off screen for most of her life until her mom brought her to Salem to audition for a TV show. And back then, Nancy used to make comments to Joy about her loose habits, about her sleeping around with a lot of different guys. Nancy basically called her own daughter out for being wild. And that right there is the smoking gun. That is enough to make you wonder if Alex is really Kelsey's father. If Joy was sleeping around in New York, this baby could belong to literally anyone. But she chose to pin it on Alex. Because Alex is rich. Because Alex is a Kiriakis. It is the oldest trick in the soap opera playbook. And Stephanie is going to expose it. I am just typing furiously here because the potential for drama is off the charts. The fallout is going to be nuclear, and Alex is going to be caught right in the crossfire of these two women. So we will just have to keep watching to see how messy this custody battle gets.